Our correspondents across Europe are monitoring the latest reaction to the downgrade. Jacky, Rowland live for us in Paris. Jonah is in the Spanish capital, Madrid. Jacky, reforms, that either means more cuts, more taxes or more spending. Which way is he going to go?
Well, I must say, David, that when the French hear the word reform, they quake, because that generally means a cut in public spending, often changes to the planned age of retirement, and also tax increases. So clearly that's the kind of thing they're concerned that Sarkozy could be forced, really, by the economic situation to implement. Now, the fact that the Moody's rating agency has now said AAA still, rather than the downgrade which Standard & Poor's gave, really just shows how much this whole ratings game is subjective. I think the whole question about whether it's AAA or AA+ to many sounds like alphabet soup, but certainly in an election year, the opposition has seized on it. Opposition candidates for the presidency are using this as a stick with which to beat President Sarkozy. One said that it wasn't France that was being downgraded, it was Sarkozy himself. Another said this proves that Sarkozy's policies haven't worked. So Mr. Sarkozy is in a very difficult position. It's an election year. Anything like cuts in public spending or increases in taxes are unpopular with voters. Yet nevertheless, whoever does win the election in a few months' time will, after that result, be forced one way or the other to introduce new tough measures.
Yeah, I have to point out, Jacky, that Moody's, while it maintained the credit rating, did say, quote, the stable outlook for France is under pressure. So it's not over yet for Mr. Sarkozy, who, as we mentioned, is in Madrid, meeting the new Spanish Prime Minister. Jonah is there for us too. Spain has its own problems. No doubt Mr. Sarkozy will want to be as bullish as he can. What are these two really going to get done?
Well, of course, first of all, Nicolas Sarkozy receives a prestigious award here in Madrid from King Juan Carlos. No doubt that'll be the highlight of his day in recognition of France's efforts to help combat the ETA threat, the Basque separatist group that called off its armed struggle in October. But much more serious matters at hand, of course, between Mr. Sarkozy and Mr. Rajoy, the Spanish Prime Minister. We're told that the substance of their talks will not be the downgrade, but this fiscal pact that European leaders are trying to put together in Brussels to impose new levels of fiscal discipline on national budgets and try and prevent this whole mess from recurring. Mr. Rajoy very keen to preserve Spain's historical place at the heart of European decision making. He's throwing all his weight behind the idea of that pact and echoing very much as he does so the words and gestures of the Eurozone's grande dame Angela Merkel. But of course, preserving Spain's place, historical place there, will not in itself prevent what would be a historic collapse of Spain's economy. It's in a dreadful mess, the fourth largest economy in the Eurozone, with the third largest budget deficit, its highest levels of unemployment, and going now back into recession. He's given some indications of where he will make cuts, where he will make reforms, but he's got to find something like $55 billion worth of cuts in this year alone, and perhaps the downgrade on Friday has spelt pressure on this government to be more open, more transparent in its vision and policies, so that this afternoon, alongside Mr. Sarkozy, Mr. Rajoy will give his first ever press conference as Prime Minister. The last time he spoke to journalists was during the election campaign last year. This may be an opportunity for the country, for markets and investors as well, to get some taste of his vision to save the Spanish economy.
That's Jonah in Madrid and Jacky Rowland reporting there from Paris for us.